What's good, y'all? So, forgive me if I go hoarse or if I, have like a voice crack or something like that. I have been talking to myself for like the last hour and a half, 2 hours. I just been having I've been in this frequency that's like creative chaos. But the last time I was in this brain space, I was making this little series I'm continuing with the title of this video. I was having ideas about making a playlist or a little series about what I title this video like super random thoughts. That's exactly what this video is. Okay? Just random thoughts. There is no lesson to be learned unless that's just what I end up talking about. I have no plan. I'm just saying what comes to my brain and I'm just letting you know my thoughts. I might misspeak, I might stutter, I will be drinking my water in the middle of this. It is what it is. I'm just going to start talking, and if y'all connect with something, you connect with something. If you don't, you don't. But let me know where y'all are at. Let me know what y'all think about certain things. I do not expect people to watch this from beginning to end. I'm gonna just keep telling y'all that. Like, if you watch this from beginning to end, more power to you. But we're just gonna go random, and whatever comes out of my mouth comes out of my mouth. All right. But one of the things I do go back and think about, it is a trauma, if you will, that I'm still recovering from, is this injury, my leg injury. My third day moving to Colorado, tore my ACL, MCL, meniscus. Like that, this leg is like, it just feels weird. You know what I'm saying? Like, so on that day, I'm not sure if I told the story, but nevertheless, on that day, like my leg was a boomerang on the floor. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, yo, my leg ain't supposed to bend like that. So like the knee was just like popped out. Like, it was disgusting. Like, it was gross. But like, in the moment of panic and adrenaline, like I just rolled over into the ground and just punched it back in. Like, I was just like, ooh. And I was like, okay, I can wiggle it. Okay, I must be fine. I can wiggle it though, right? I wasn't fine. And like, I damn near passed out. Like, I did pass out, like very briefly, because like I was in shock. I didn't know this. I've never been injured like this. And then I was injured in a new place. I don't know nobody here. I'm across the country. I can't call mom. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was a crazy day. But I really do sit back and I am extremely grateful for this injury. That's one of the craziest things. I talked about this before, but it's like, that's one of these crazy things. I am so grateful for it, because it's truly what got me into my it's really what kickstarted my spirituality. Because I didn't want to have a surgery even before, I was like I didn't want to have a surgery. There was something about it. It wasn't the fact that I was scared. It was just like, no, I don't want nothing in my body. I don't want people slicing around in me when I'm unconscious. That's strange to me. You know what I mean? So that's what I was trying to avoid. So I was like, you know what, this metaphysical stuff, this new age stuff is really teaching me something and showing me something. I think I'm gonna try my best. So that's how I got into like the binaural beats, like the nighttime meditation tones, the solfeggio frequencies. They're called the solfeggio frequencies because they are all the digits equal to 3, 6, and 9. For those of you that watch Rashad Jamal, there was one of you that just subscribed to you and actually saw you in the chat. I'm gonna keep on looking. I'm gonna keep on talking. But one of the things that they were talking about is like the power of the 3, the 6, and the 9. And all those all the digits in the solfeggio frequencies all equal 3, 6, 9, which means that they harmonize with the body. All right. And I'm getting close to finding whoever you were, because I saw you. I just wanted to give you a shout out. Spiritual God. You just subscribed, I think. Spiritual God. Yo, shout out to you. I saw you in the Rashad Jamal chat. That was actually kind of amazing. Shout out to you. But the solfeggio frequencies are harmonious tones that have different effects. Now, I don't remember them off the top of my head. I don't feel like making this a Google session. I'm not that serious about being random. But like, it's like they all have different abilities. Like, some help you with emotional blocks. Some of you help you with like physical trauma. Some help you with manifestation, meditation, deep sleep. You go find these frequencies. Some of you like return you to the God state. There's been a plenty of nights I've gone to sleep to like the 999 frequency, hertz, whatever, like, because it's 999, and I think that's the one that returns you to your godliness or something like that. It's like I've done them all. I've been listening to them all, and I just love them because they make my brain feel different. You know what I'm saying? We're putting a lot of frequencies into our brains based off of all the music that we're playing. And one of the things that I've learned is if this could be used for good, it's definitely being used for evil. And that's what I point to our music industry, because in some of these things, there are subliminal messages. You know, you can have it for whatever it is. I'm the best chef in the world. I'm the best hunter in the world. I'm the best tree climber. I'm the best rock climber. I'm the best gamer in the world. And you can have, like, you know, subliminal messages make you that and keep telling your brain that. That's the reason we calling ourselves bitches and niggas on our music. That's all we do. Even you women, you get together, bitch. Why are you calling yourselves that? That's annoying to me. You know, like, and then say, hey, yo, what's good, my nigga? Do you know why they called us that? And I can't even lie. Even sometimes I'm guilty of it. And every time I say it, it's like, why did I say that? Why did I say that? You know what I'm saying? It's at that point that I'm starting to check myself. You know, this is a work in progress. You know, but it's like, it's weird to me. And a lot of that comes from our music. Because you can program yourself to have high level, high vibrational, prosperous thoughts into you. I am amazing. I am amazing. I'm great. I am successful. I am doing the best. I am the best at what I do. Or you can just keep listening to mainstream rap music, especially, that keeps telling you, yo, I did this bitch in the, yo, I fought through. Oh my God, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna twerk on it. It's like, that's all y'all have to talk about? Now, I understand these rappers and these singers should not be the role models, but there's gotta be some type of sense of humanity in you. There's gotta be some sense of godliness in you that says, like, sometimes I want to say smart things too. Can I do that? And your record labels, your record execs say, nah, you need to keep on putting all your titties up, keep putting your ass out. You need to keep sagging your pants and keep showing how much you smack around women. And that's what gets us the money, and that's what sells the albums. Go. And you go out there and you put on your show. Go watch the movie, the music video Bitch Bad by Lupe Fiasco. You know, it kind of shows a little bit of what's going on with that. You know, it's like, this is the type of stuff, this is the type of imagery that we are listening to. You can rap without telling me how you're going to kill your neighbor. Why are you killing your neighbor? Why? It's like, one of the things that Dick Gregory pointed out was like, black on black crime is some bullshit. Okay? Black on black crime is some bullshit. It's like, that's just something they hype up, because you don't hear white on white crime in the news. You don't hear Asian on Asian crime. You don't hear Italian on Italian crime. You don't hear Chinese on Chinese crime. Because what he was saying was, you kill who you are around. If you feel the need to go out there and kill somebody, you kill who you are around. And when you are in the hood, when they're fighting over blocks of concrete that they don't own, they're killing each other because that's who they're near. Like, very rarely and seldom, very seldomly do they go out there and say, you know what, we're going to go to Beverly Hills and shoot up some stuff. No, they do their gang banging stuff, their crew, their hoods, their whatever. Once again, I'm not gangster. But isn't I said it with the hard ER. I'm not a gangster because, like, I'm not. But sometimes you gotta understand what's going on. You are killing your own people. Warriors, that's where they put y'all. I feel like at some point higher up, they know where our bloodlines are going. And they say, oh wait, those are the warriors. Yo, let's put them all together in these things that we call the hood. Yeah, so that warrior instinct doesn't come out on us. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. And like, cause like, I just don't. I get it. You are a product of your environment. But it takes some doing to make you look at it takes some doing by a higher power. And I'm not talking about anything celestial, I'm talking about societal. To make you look at your own type of person. I don't care if this is white people, Asian people, whatever. To look at your own person, this own person that looks like you, talks like you, has your same culture as you, and say, I'm going to kill you. That don't make no sense to me. And you know, a weird thing that makes that a thing, there's two things. Number one, the lack of vocabulary, the lack of outlets in the hood. and the lack of proper nutrition. I'm not saying those are it, but I'm saying those are two key factors that people wouldn't think about. Think about it. When you don't have a way, and I'll use myself as an experience, for the guys out there, for the ladies out there. I was trying out, and this is the last time I'm gonna do it, and like last time I'm gonna like plead my case, not to share the stories. I always share my stories when I'm ready to. But when I was pleading my case to my last girl, I was like, yo, listen, I wasn't in the right space, blah, 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 this and that, blah, blah, blah. I was in that moment where I was like, yo, I'm putting this all on the line. You understand? But in the middle of the conversation, I was blanking. I was like, I'm not feeling anything from you. I'm not getting any type of read off of this. Like, I don't know what's going on. I don't know how to articulate this. Because I can see you're thinking, but you haven't come to a conclusion in your head. So I was trying to like pick my words carefully, but I couldn't find the words to say what I had to say. And that made me tear up. It wasn't even the situation. It was the fact that I couldn't get the words out, and me being a public speaker, me making these, even before I made the YouTube videos, but me being a speaker, me making the YouTube videos now, and me not being able to speak like that, that messed me up. Like, cause I was like, yo, the words are right there. Come out. And you see, when you have that same feeling about like, the rappers that aren't as gifted and they suck at rap and they don't find that to be their calling, that the biggest gangbanger, the biggest killer out there is probably the meanest chef. You understand? He's the meanest chef. You got an astrophysicist right there that's selling you a meth rock. I think they come in rocks, right? It's like that he could have been an astrophysicist because he picks his locations on the block based off of the stars. You understand? That's what's going on. And when I see the hoods talking about how they gonna kill you, how is it that you have allies and you have enemies, but you chose to make your sworn enemy on the same level as someone that looks just like you? What I mean is, in the hood, you are, yo, fuck the cops. And then you made your friend, the person that looks like you, the person that shares your DNA, they are the same. But yet, your sworn enemy, the one that takes you away from your society, is the one you don't be popping off at like that. I'm not over here trying to instigate some stuff. I'm saying, why are y'all killing each other? That don't make no sense to me. Do you know how happy I felt when I came back and I was like doing some work stuff, and I went to the gas station because I had to get some ice for my ice bucket at work. And there was 4 black people in that gas station. I looked around and I was like, hey, how y'all doing? I missed y'all, man. It's like, yo, I've been up in Wyoming, and I was like the only one. Like, this shit was wild. I saw a couple up there, but like, it was scarce. How are y'all? And the dude was just like laughing at me. I was like, yo, see, me and him could have been friends. The other dude looked like he was having a bad day. I was like, yo, you good, my guy? Like, you good? But but it's just one of those funny things I was thinking about. But anyway, I'm happy when I see my people. And in Denver, like, I know there's black people here. I know we here, but I don't never see y'all. I really don't. I could go to some meetups, but I like organic meetups now. It's like I just find you, like, like you're playing sports, I throw you the ball, and then we end up starting talking. Hey, yo, what's good, homie? My name's Prince. Your name is Bob. What's good, Bob? All right, cool. We're friends now. You know what I'm saying? It's like, or like I happen to go somewhere and then some weird things happen. Now we all friends, and now I've just joined your party of friends or something. It's like, it wouldn't be the first time it's happened. Speaking of which, this is the part of the random stuff I was talking about. I went to, where were we? This one was in we went to Kansas State in college for the soil judging team. I told this story, but it just made me think about that. Like, how I've always been magnetic to groups of people. I've always realized that I join groups of friends. I never like piece them together. I join a group, and then like I become like the father figure of every group I've ever been in since freaking elementary school. That's just how it always goes. when I went to Kansas for this soil judging thing, I know the most exciting college thing you would expect, soil judging, I know, but it was a resume move. I had to play chess with my life. So we went there, and we went out, and I hated everyone I was with. I was still in a state of hate. I was homicidal, suicidal, all the above. Okay? And I was ready to hurt people at any given moment, but I knew I was just doing this to get my resume, because what they said was everyone that joined this team, they it had 100% job placement, which I guess wasn't a lie, I guess. But I didn't need my credentials to get the job I got, but I guess it still counts. They're gonna add it to their total anyway, so whatever, I'll give it to them. But so I was with all these people that I hated though. And it's just like there was probably nothing wrong with them, but I was in this bad place that all I saw was hatred everywhere. So one of the things that happened was they went out partying. They were trying to act like they wanted me to go. I was like, yo, I made it very clear I don't want to fuck with y'all. Like I'm cool. I'm gonna stay here. I'm gonna do my time, and then we're gonna go home. I'm gonna put this on my resume. And we ain't never gonna talk again. All right. That's literally how I spoke to these people. I was just like, I'm just trying to stay cool with y'all. So they went out. I made sure they went out so they didn't see where I went or anything like that. I wanted nothing to do with these people. So I walked back out, and I got into the elevator, and like let's just say we were like on the 6th floor. I went down one floor and it stopped, and then like my anxiety was strong. I was like, why'd the elevator stop? I mean, I literally like grabbed my knife. That's how bad I was. Like I was ready. I was like, why'd the elevator stop? We supposed to go down. I hit 1. It was good, and it was like, oh, hey. It was like a bachelorette party. But that's how bad I was. Like, you know how some people are quick with a gun? I was quick with the knife because I was like, something don't feel right. I was paranoid in college. All right. And I was quick with that knife. Well, let me tell you something. But I've calmed down, and it is what it is. But so this bachelorette party comes in, and like, oh my God, Samson's getting married. Ah! And it was just like, I was like, yo, I'm in the elevator with 6 white girls. Like, I was like, I'm scared, dog. Because, like, the dynamic. I was like, all right, but they were friendly. They were nice. I was like, okay, cool. They're like, do you want to come with us? I was like, the man that still existed, even though, like, I've been pushing him back because I've been in simp mode. I had been in simp mode for a while at that point. But, like, when I was in that moment, I was still, that inner man in me was like, this could be a night. Because, I mean, you know what I'm saying? So, like, I was like, this could be a night. But I was like, you know what? Nah, I just want to go clear my head. I've been in the car with these people for the last so-and-so hours. Like, I'm just trying to chill. Y'all ladies have a good night, though. They're like, oh my God, okay, bye, friend. And then they went on and went in their little drunken way. They were, I can't lie, looking back on it, it was kind of adorable. But, like, it is what it is. So, I went out for a walk. And I was just walking on the campus. And it was just empty. It was just empty. And mind you, this is Kansas State. And I was walking around on campus, and it was just empty. And it was just like, yo, like, I was really reflecting on my college experience. And I was like, yo, things could have been different. Like, I could have even been here. But who to say that this isn't worse? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just walking and having this conversation with myself. And I'm like teary-eyed. Like, I'm crying, walking by myself. Like, I'm like, yo, I'm getting teary-eyed talking about it again because I'm there again. I'm literally walking down this place right now. But like, I was like, yo, like, this could have been different. This is not what I thought college was gonna be. It's I'm in college right now, and I just love being alone right now. It's like I don't want to be with these people. It's like I just want to go home. I just want to give up all of this, but I can't give up. I can't let them win. I can't let them break me. I can't. And that's literally the conversation. I had to come back. Like, that was like one of the conversations I was having with myself in the middle of some random campus in the middle of Kansas. Never been to Kansas. You know what I'm saying? But this is just how I get down. I've always felt safe to do these walks, And I just kept on walking and walking and walking. But then, like, I came back, I walked for like a solid 2 hours. Like, I know I made a lap. I found like the hotel a couple times. So like, I just kept walking different little circles, avoiding what was clearly the bar area to make sure I didn't run into them. I saw a whole bunch of weird stuff, But when I came back, like, I was walking back and the girls were still out there partying, the same bachelorette group. They're like, oh my God, it's our friend. Hi. I was like, yo, what's up? How are you? Like, as I'm like, still kind of drying my face and stuff. I'm like, yo, what's good? How are y'all? But then they say, okay, bye. hey, they just started like even more drunkenly or running in the opposite direction. I was like, I don't know why, but I had this whole emotional moment, but then that just made me feel better. You know what I'm saying? I was just like, I'm glad somebody's having fun. Good for you. Even in my lowest state, even in my most paranoid state, even in my most hateful, fear-induced state, I'm still happy when I see other people happy. You know what I'm saying? And that was really cool. But let me share with y'all another story since we're going down college road. And all of my ideas here might turn into their own individual videos, so just consider this a sneak peek. But, you know, I was really thinking about another story where it's the reason why I didn't become an alpha, you know, Phi Alpha fraternity, why I didn't join a fraternity in college, part of the Divine Nine. You know, I can't even lie. My mom has been grooming me to be an alpha my entire life. I mean, I got the pharaoh statues, all this type of stuff, the Egyptian stuff. Like it's like, you know, it's always been around me. I'm like, okay. And the older I got, I look at my mom. I'm like, I know what you've been doing. I know what you've been doing. But when I was in college, you know, once again, at that point in your life, you're still a child in the mind. So you're still doing what your parents want you to do. Most of us are only in college because that's expected of us. We didn't want to go to college necessarily. It's just that was expected. That was the plan. That's what you thought was what you were going to do. You have to realize something. Some of us spend some of us start pre-K like 4 or 5 maybe, whatever. Regardless, like 4 to 18. That's grade school, and then there's more college. So you are literally in school until you are in your 20s. You spent 20-something years of life in school. That's weird. That's a long time, in my opinion. But anyway, let me get back on topic. You know, it's like, I'm being random, right? But like, this is the story why I didn't join the Alphas. And there's some good things and some bad things that I want to reflect on with y'all. So when I joined, I tried to join twice. The first one I wanted to surprise my mom. The second one was kind of like a redemption. You know, like the fall and spring semester line type stuff. And I was like, all right, cool. I'm going to do this for mom. Let's go. So I remember I was walking. I was like, yo, bet I was just like, doing this for mom. We're going to do something. Something's going to come out of this freaking school. At least I'm going to walk out of here with this. I did it for mom. I did it for mom. So like I was like walking, like, you know, and I'm doing this. I'm telling y'all, I'm literally going in my head. Like I always have my backpack, and y'all know how I got down. It's like, so I was just walking, and I found the building. I stood in front of that door for like 4 minutes. My body just froze. No fear, no anxiety, it was just, and I just stopped. For 4 minutes, and mind you, it was like nighttime, you know, late at night, so there weren't people on campus. And I was just sitting there, and I don't know where I went. But I just stopped. And then like I just came back, and I was just like, okay, whatever, we gotta go. So I opened the door, walked on in. Every step I took in that building, it was like a wave of anxiety. It's just, next step. Next step, boom, up the stairs, boom, boom, boom. And I was like, what the hell is going on? And like, I just was like, okay, come on, you're just nervous. Come on, push, come on. And like, I was going. But then I saw one of the dudes in a suit. And I don't know why, but it's like, that's when things got real. Because when I saw the dude in the suit, I knew that was the room. Because, you know, you're watching the room numbers. Let's just say it was 101, and I came in on the wrong side, so I had to count my way down. So I was walking down, and like I was just like, okay, let's just say, I'm just making up numbers, but 121, 119, 117, and then I saw the dude walk out a couple of rooms before the end, and he saw him, he was all dressed up. I could tell he was one of the alphas. I was like, oh. And then like, it was just like, at this point, my heart was beating so fast, it felt like it was just vibrating. Okay, it was just like, and blood was just going through everything in my body. It was getting dark. I was like, nope. I put my head down and just walked straight on through to the other stairwell, walked out, and like went and just sat on this bench. I mean, it was like a movie. I just sat on this bench in like the middle of the dark. It was like 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock. It was pitch black outside. But there was like that one street lamp at this bench, and I was just sitting there like that was like my second panic attack I've ever had. You know, like, it was like everything, it just felt like everything was going slow and fast at the same time. And like, I didn't know what it was, but I was like, yo, this isn't normal. This isn't normal. What the fuck? What the fuck? I'm spazzing out and I'm hyperventilating. I almost passed out. They had to like keep my consciousness. Like, I was like, what's going on? Eventually it calmed down and I didn't know what that was. I just went home and never talked about it ever again. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's been challenges like that throughout my life that I'm really seeing why they had to happen, because I'm extremely grateful for that experience, because it kept me from being a part of something like something already understood. You know, this is where I get raw with it. You know, I don't understand. No disrespect to the Divine Nine. I get the story. I've been groomed by it. 08, 06. You know, AKAs, alphas. I know this, man. But it's like, why are we pledging Greek? Why are we pledging Greek? That makes no sense. Go listen. If y'all don't know what I'm saying, just go listen to the King Los freestyle. Was it Hot 95? I think King Los freestyle, and just sit down and listen to all of that. If you're not spiritual, you know, the extraterrestrial type stuff might make you think. But his like last bar when he like is in the white turtleneck, I think. Just sit there and listen to that. Why are we pledging Greek? We ain't Greek, so why are you pledging to it? The Pledge of Allegiance. Don't y'all find it weird that they have a bunch of kids standing up and repeating something in a monotone voice every single day? That doesn't sound like brainwashing to you? I'm just saying. You know, I was like one of those kids that I never said the pledge. You know, I would just move my lips to it, because something never felt right. You know, I like the little songs in elementary school because like, yay. But then the Pledge of Allegiance and I hear the Star Spangled Banner. Something about it. Even back in the day, like I was just like, I remember one day, clear as day, first grade, Miss Robinson, back in the class, sitting right next to Rosalind Parker. Something like that. I know her first name was Rosalind though. Sitting back, and I remember the first day it went off, and I was like, something just didn't make sense to me about the song. Like I was like, something ain't right. Then I heard about Manifest Destiny. We were learning about the colonies expanded to the west and blah blah blah. I was like, but where did the Indians live? You know, I remember I asked that, and they said, oh, they were there. They just like, we just walked through. Do you know how many homicides, and that's not even the word, how many genocides there were of the Indian people? The Native Americans? The Native Americans that they think is all these long-haired individuals, but are actually us as well, people that look like me as well, we're here. Do you not understand how many different types of black people were here? And y'all just tell us that you walked on through. That's weird to me, dog. That's just weird. Anyway, one of the things I really do love to watch is stand-up comedy. Okay? And some of y'all saying I'm really funny is this, I just been watching it. And I've been watching a lot of people for a while. And it's not even like, I'm not here to steal bits and steal jokes. I like the delivery of things, you know? It's like, that's one of the things that makes something funny. It's like, I could be like, yo, and then that happened. And you'd be like, that happened. And I could be like, yo, and then that happened. And some of y'all just laughed at that. You understand? I said the exact same words, but the inflection, the energy, the difference in the fluctuation of my words or whatever, that's what set the joke. And sometimes if you really were to like sit back and just read a script of like, you know, a playback of someone's like jokes, sometimes they're funny, but sometimes they wouldn't be funny at all. Because you'd be sitting here and be like, I guess that's kind of funny. But how they deliver it. So that's something that I've always watched, you know. I've learned from like Steve Harvey, Bernie Mac, Patrice O'Neal, Cat Williams. Even before Kevin Hart went all mainstream, but Kevin Hart, I think he's a little too goofy now. Like that character has to get tiring, doesn't it? I don't believe that's his character all the time. I believe he's a lot more serious, but I don't know the man. I'm just talking. I shouldn't even be bringing his name up like that, so I apologize. But it's like that's just my brain's just going. But nevertheless, I learned from these people. Whether or not I agree with the decisions that they've made in their own entire lives, cool, that's their life, whatever. But I'm just here to carry on the torch of all of these people because at some point they were all legends. Some of them still are legends. You understand? One of the dudes that y'all need to go listen to is Eddie Griffin, Undercover Brother. You know what I'm saying? So quick story. My grandpa took us to the movies one day, and we were supposed to see the Hey Arnold movie. This is my cousins when we were kids. Me, Bobby, and I think Danielle was there. Shout out to y'all. And we were supposed to see the Hey Arnold movie. So we go in there, we're sitting there, blah, blah, blah. We're watching the beginning credits and stuff. And we're sitting here and we see like this movie start. And I'm like, oh, this is a really good trailer. It took me a good 45 minutes to realize that we're watching another movie. Like, I was just sitting here, I was like, yo, is this the movie we're supposed to do? But Bobby was like, shh, I like this one better. And I was like, all right, cool. That was a funny movie. I can't even lie. Like, that movie had me cracking up as a kid. But anyway, you go listen to Eddie Griffin, because sometimes y'all need to look past the comedy. One of the things that's like, this seems to be very black centric, but I've been having a lot of conversations with my love for my black women, for my black men especially too. And by that, I mean, the respect and camaraderie that comes with being a black man. It's that we connect with each other and say, yo, what's good, dog? You ready to do some stuff? All right, let's get it knocked out. When black people come together to work together, y'all don't understand how unstoppable we are. That's why they put so many tools into so many traps and so many distractions to distract us. We at the point that women say, niggas ain't shit. Dudes say, yo, these hoes ain't loyal. These hoes ain't nothing. Why y'all speaking to y'all own? Once again, we're circling back to that. Y'all know how I feel about that. I have my thoughts about that and it's bubbling up in me, but hopefully I can circle back to it. But Eddie Griffin, the dude was woke for a long time. He's known some things and y'all don't understand his credentials. I think he said he has a degree from somewhere in like mechanical engineering or something like that. I can't remember. Don't quote me on that. But he explained it. He broke it all down. At the very least, you could tell he's not just the joke, the act on stage. He's a super intellectual individual that knows how to work the system. He said it in one of his stand-ups. He said, all right, look, you got to give him a ha-ha, kiki, and a little shuck and jive. But then when you get your platform, you just go left on them and you just start teaching when they can't take it away. I was like, that's some strategy right there. You understand? And I feel you, But once again, I don't have to agree with everything that comes out because for me, I'm just real for the jump. And if obstacles come in my way, I'm going to go right through them because you can't stop this. I didn't even ask for this and it's coming to me. You think you can stop it? I can't even stop it. That's just what's going on. That's the power I run with. And you know what? I was going to stay on Eddie Griffin for a little bit longer. Amazing. Hopefully I circle back to it. But ladies, what is a real man to y'all? Because there's this disconnect between men and women that needs to go. We need to understand, men, you have been lied to. Masturbation is not just a thing that relieves stress. Do some research on it. I talk about it, but others do as well. There's actual science. Some of y'all believe the science of everything still, even though it changes every year. But the metaphysics explain it too. These old texts talk about it. It's like, just calm down with it. You understand? It's like, I'm not saying, be all monk-like like me, but calm down with it. Because you become the men that these women are looking for. Ladies, sometimes that man that groomed himself and grew himself and like developed him into the man he wants to be, some of y'all still won't even be able to notice him. Where did that disconnect happen? It's like, you will skip over me, for example. I live in just my apartment. I still got my 9 to 5, my just over broke, aka the job. I still have my job. And one of the things that is weird to me is some of y'all are so shallow Some of y'all, once again, the women that are above this, y'all are just agreeing because y'all know that either you were there or you know some people like that. Some of y'all are so shallow that a great man that will do anything for you and work as hard as he needs to get you whatever it is that you want, you wouldn't give him the time of day because he didn't pull up to you in a Lambo. That's crazy. That's crazy. You know, I saw something when I was in the dating app world. And once again, I don't have any malevolent thoughts to the dating apps. I actually think they're quite useful if you know how to play the game. You know, one of the things that I saw was a girl that said, you know, treat me like the queen I am. Okay, I'm with that. I'm on some king shit. So let me see if you're on that queen shit. You know, it's like I want someone to provide for me physically, mentally, and financially. I was like, so emotionally, spiritually, but financially, you made sure to throw that one out there on a dating app. That shows what you're going for. You're just in it for money. It's like be rich, but then love me instead of the other way around. That's crazy. You know, but then gentlemen, you know, I'm not going to sit here and just talk about the women because I love my black women, and I'm going to say that again at the end of this by the end of this video. But gentlemen, it's like, why is it that some of y'all are so scared to lead? And I don't mean like in the situation where it's like, well, I didn't sign up for all this, but I mean like just in your own lives. You know what I'm saying? Like some of y'all are so triggered by things on the internet. And I know this is a fact. Some of you little boys out there, some of y'all are subscribed to me. And I'm going to call you a little boy because I know you don't act like a man. I know you don't. But that's okay because you're here to grow. That's what I focus on. But I remember this is the only video that I've taken off of my channel where I made a video addressing the MGTOW community. For those of you that don't know, men going their own way. MGTOW, okay? Now I know some of the people that watch me are part of MGTOW as well, and that's cool. The funniest thing is these sensitive ass little boys didn't like the fact that I was calling them on their shit, that I was calling out their simp mentality. But gentlemen, why do you think I was doing it? Because I did it myself and I see y'all doing it, but the difference is y'all aren't adapting and y'all aren't learning the game. Y'all are starting to blame women for everything. It's these stupid sluts that are out here. Oh, these bitches need to shut their mouth and get back in their place. See, like, that don't make no sense to me. When you say all of that specifically, I made sure the pimple was in there. This is my own self-deprecation, you know, just like make sure like I'm telling myself you messed up. I'm talking to my inner self. But it's like you really talk like that about women. Where'd you come from, my guy? Where did you pop out of? Unless you are literally a test tube baby, where did you come from? Oh yeah, that's right. You came from that woman thing that you hate so much, right? A woman gave you life. I got a comment that triggered me. You know, I can't lie. I know it's the internet, and they weren't coming at me. They were saying women are, and I'm sorry, I'm not putting you on blast. I'm not gonna put your name out there, but you know who you are. Watch your fucking mouth. The dude said women are, what's the word? Women are. Come on, come back to me. No, we're getting this right. Hold up. It says agents of the matrix. Women are something. Women are takers. I found it. Women are takers and agents of the matrix. He said that's all they are. I had to read that a few times because there's a bunch of different ways I can go with it, right? Now there is the literal fact that I don't think you're speaking of, where the divine feminine that women are born from, the divine feminine, the divine masculine, men, women, you know, it's like they are the receivers of energy. Quite literally break it down. We're not being inappropriate with this example. Let's take the example of sex. Ladies, let's just be real. You have vaginas that is entered into during sex. That's how it goes. You are quite literally physiologically built to be the receivers. So yes, gentlemen, women are takers. But is it not the role of the man to be the provider? That's what I believe. Now, this is where things get a little hazy these days, at least from what I've observed. What does it mean to be the provider? A woman can make more than me. And it wouldn't be like, oh my God, I gotta be extra tough and I gotta make sure she knows I'm the boss. No, she has a job that gives her $100,000 a month. Okay, shit, we good. But when it comes to that, it's okay, what do you bring that you can still give her leadership in and show her and blah, blah, blah. It's like, let me show you how to change your life. You got that $100,000? Let me show you how to make that 200. You know what I'm saying? Let me show you these metaphysical, spiritual things that I'm on that have changed my life, that have made me a groveling, borderline alcoholic to this dude that's out here motivating the world. Let me give you some of that energy. Tell me some of y'all didn't feel that, because that's my truth. You know, sometimes I go through these like when I was in the dating app world, I would go through and I would just look at some beautiful ass women. And I'd be like, I know we're not going to speak because I didn't advertise myself the way that I truly am. It's like, or because I did, because I experiment with it. I just have fun up there. So some people take the dating apps way too seriously. Some days I type my godly stuff and who I attract is usually pretty cool, but then I can tell them like, you don't know what you're talking about. But then sometimes it's like, if I'm just like mad chill, I attract a different type of energy. Just change the bait, dating app users. Some of y'all will keep the same profile up there for freaking a year and be like, I never got anybody. You didn't change it up. Be funny. Be angry. Be more serious. Be more cynical. Show off your sensitive side. Show off your Lego collection. You understand? Be creative with whatever it is that you do. I forgot what I was talking about before this. We're talking about Legos now. It's like, you know something, when I was a kid and I was talking about, I was making Legos, I was talking about women and stuff. And we're talking about Legos now. So let's talk about these Legos. When I was a kid, I literally built the block. All I did was make different colors and I just made cubes. That's all I built. I could never put together building stuff. Like, it never made sense to me to like put the stuff and then, no, I need to put this under here. Then this is going to be the door. And then this is going to be the helipad. And this is where Sergeant Guy is going to jump in on the helicopter and jump in and go. Pew, pew. I couldn't make a whole map like that. Like in video games for like map creators. It's like you made a map that people can make this. Some of these maps are so good that they become adopted in the real game. That's like one of the craziest things too. Gamers, right? Gamers. For those of you, I doubt y'all have the attention span to have made it to 43 minutes. God damn, it's been 43 minutes. But gamers, y'all need to stop rage quitting. Okay? Y'all need to stop rage quitting, because you are starting a little internal habit. Because right now, all you do is see it as like, no, I'm not playing that bullshit. I'm not going against that guy. I'm not playing against him or whatever. Or the game cheated. Let's just be real. How often did the game cheat? Sometimes there's a latency. Sometimes there's a lag. I get y'all. But every time y'all die, it be lag. I mean, if it's that much lag, you need to get upgraded internet, my guy. But sometimes y'all need to understand things at a bigger level. Y'all are starting a very bad habit. Y'all are taking away the idea of taking a loss and learning more. There's a current game I play called Last Mage Standing. It's a browser game on the computer. Okay, I love the game. I play it every weekend, and sometimes even when here. So if I see a huge spike in numbers, that was, shout out to y'all. If y'all see 589 in the game, that was me. Okay, feel free to add me up there. We can play and we can figure that out. I am getting the Discord server together. But when I was playing that game, I got my ass beat multiple times. And I was like, okay, so usually people are going to dash and then they're going to do that. Or they're going to build and then you have to do something like that. Okay, boom, boom, and try again. He did something different. Boom, got my ass beat. Okay, so he used a different character when he did this and that. Okay, so what I should do is do this and that. Okay, blah, blah, blah. Last weekend, I went on like a 52 game win streak with real people in it. Sometimes there's bots in there. Don't get me wrong. It doesn't have a huge player base right now. But it's like there was one game that had bots. I'm sorry. There was like one game where it was just bots, but it was me and one real guy. And this guy was really good. So we always met. Every time we fought, he beat my ass. It was easy to the point he was emoting, showing off. I was like, I'm gonna get that ass. No, you're gonna beat me 50 freaking times. But what did I say? I will always outwill you. It's like I will always outwill you. I gotta learn. Don't get me wrong. I'm gonna take my licks. I'm a rookie in this league right now. But I'm going to learn from how you're beating me. You're going to get comfortable. You're going to take a weekend off, and I'm going to be playing. The next time I run into you, I'm going to smack you. That's exactly what happened. I was literally motivated by a random dude that I don't know. It could be a girl. It could be a guy. It could be some dude that hasn't left his basement. But I said, I'm going to beat you. You understand? And that's the gamer in me coming back. But with this new sense of confidence, I tunnel vision on one game. This is like the only game I play. I have a gaming computer, 1080, like an i9 in this thing. Like, it don't even make no sense. And all I do is watch YouTube and browser games, or like look at penthouses to help manifest. Let's talk about manifest real quick. Let me finish that thought. So gamers, please stop rage quitting. You don't learn anything when you give up all the time. There's a guy right now in this game, every time he sees me, he just gives up. And he keeps saying some stupid shit like, you don't deserve to fight me. I'm like, I beat you 10 games straight. When you were trying, and you added me. So in the game, there's like a medal system. And I guess I just now actually paid attention to this type of stuff. But it's like, in this system, it's like the more medals you have, that shows them how much you play the game or how good you are or whatever. So like, he saw how many medals I had. I'm like, bro, I've clearly been playing the game not as long as you. It's like, but I'm still already better than you. But he just kept, every time he'd find me, he would say that, you don't deserve to fight me. And he would just stand still and give up. He thinks he's winning there. All he's doing is giving me more kills. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I broke a dude in a video game. It was probably a kid, no lie, but hey, you had to learn. But that's the difference that you were going to have. Some of you right now, kids, y'all are looking at these gamers like, I will never be that. Oh my God, I wish I could be that. Why do you wish you could be that, or you could be something better than that person? You understand? It's like, understand that your physical health is very important. So implement exercise with your gaming routine. That's what I did with my entire childhood. As a kid, I play games. I would just get on the floor and do some push-ups. As a kid, you understand? I would just do some squats. If I've been sitting down too long, I would just start doing some crunches. You know what I'm saying? I pop back up, get back in the game, and we back. You know what I'm saying? Implement this. If you want to be the best, go be the best. Stop looking at these gamers like, oh, I'll never be that. That's not good, because there's always a point where that new person came on the scene. Be that new person that changes the game. You understand? Be that person. You understand? And also, don't get too complacent with playing with your friends and just go pub stomping all the time. When competition arises, you go at it. You take, like, sure, I can understand you might get clapped because these people were playing a little bit harder. But you be like, oh, they playing? All right, let's go. And you sweat. You see, the difference is, I'm not saying sweat because some of y'all are too emotional for these games where you sweat and you're going to throw a controller. It's a video game. Calm down. I know you get wrapped up into the game because I was a rager. I really was. You know what I'm saying? But I was also going through a whole bunch of emotional turmoil, and gaming was just my outlet to have an excuse to punch something. You see what I'm saying? That's how your brain makes these links. So find your bad habits and be in creative ways like that. But what you need to understand is you can make it to the top if you are just willing to do what the other people aren't. See, you might think that you need to sit in front of your computer for 20 hours a day like some of these people do. No, you can practice for 4 or 5 hours a day, but you make sure you go outside and get some exercise and go have a social life, because what that's also going to do is help you as a teammate. Okay, how to be a better teammate in games. One of the things I learned when I was watching the making of the Lone Survivor. Lone Survivor, I think, and he was going over the scene that he had gone through in his actual tour in wherever they were. Was it Afghanistan? I can't remember. Forgive me. But like they went out through, did the fight, and you know he was going through and telling the cast, this is where we were. It was something like this. I said something to him. One of the things that he said was, you know, what they do in the army, what they do in the military is you are watching out for the other person's back at all times. You're looking out for enemies for your teammate, and the person behind you is doing the same, and the person over there is doing the same for you. So you are looking out for your teammate. Some of y'all get too wrapped up in the kills, and y'all don't know how to be a team. You understand? For me, when I was a gamer, I enjoyed, you know, Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3. Counter UAV, counter UAV, and maybe a care package, maybe a sentry turret. But 3, 4, 5. That's all I run because I'm a support. That's what I love to do. My KD might be a .00047, but how many UAVs and counter UAVs did I have so my team can run around freely? You understand? That's how y'all need to look at this. With your KD, who got the win? You don't go to a basketball game and then do this, like Klay Thompson, when he was like, what, 0-30 for basketball or something like that? I don't know what he was, but he had that shooting slump. And then that one game, he just came back and broke a record. Did you win the game? Some of y'all need to stop bitching and complaining. You're using that gun? You're using this and that? Oh my God, so lame. You better learn how to adapt. Unless the thing is truly broken, they look at you and you die. It's like, you need to like adapt, okay? Learn a different move. The same thing you've been doing ain't going to work, so change it up. Some of y'all are so complacent, you keep raging because y'all suck at the fucking game. You suck. Acknowledge it. But there's a time to get better. I knew I sucked at the game. I actually, to this day, I still suck at mouse and keyboard. That's why I tend to only play browser games because they're simple. You understand? But I get really good at a simple task. I don't have to do, where's my finger? Where's the R button? Where's the E button? Where's the, yeah. It's like, all I do is say, okay, I need to move here. I need to do this. And I can just do this with the WASD. Okay? But when I get back into my gaming, oh, I'm going hardcore. I might become a streamer. Okay? Some days I'm going to be chilling. Some days I'm going to be talking my shit. But that'll be my outlet, I guess. So one day I'll become a streamer, but not right now. Don't even try. Just one day. All right? When everything gets situated in my life, you know when I'm going to become a gamer. But anyway, I'm going to end this off with this because I'm very excited for something I got coming up this weekend. So I'm going to talk a little bit about manifestation real quick, and then I'm going to let y'all go. All right? It's like, and shout out to all of y'all that made it to an hour. I'm going to try to make this a whole hour. And I could probably go longer, but like I said, I've been talking for an hour and a half before this. We're starting to close up here. But and I guess that's probably why I should go probably put on one of those necklaces. But anyway, you know, manifestation is something that's truly real. When I make these types of videos, I want to prove to myself that I have the ability to speak for an hour like Neville Goddard. Okay, right now it's just raw, random, all over the place. At some point I might misspeak and completely ruffle somebody's feathers, whatever. But, you know, one of the things that I've been doing with these types of videos, everything I do in my life is part of one of my favorite, most powerful affirmations that I found from Neville, which is, I am the man that I want to be. I am the woman that I want to be. What would it be like if I were that man? What would it be like if I were that woman and become that now? Well, you know what? I probably would, I'd probably wear better fitting clothes. I'd probably wear nicer clothes. You know what? Actually, if I were the man I wanted to be, I'd probably be living in a van, in just van life. I want to see the finer things. I want to, do this on the Eiffel Tower. And then you know what? When I'm doing this, okay, you know what? How do I get to the Eiffel Tower? Okay, hold on. Let's see what we're doing right now. You see how it starts. It starts off with a simple affirmation. It starts off with a simple little idea, and then it blossoms. The faith of a mustard seed can move mountains. You understand? That's what it can do. The mind is a very powerful tool. That's why we have all these distractions. That's why YouTube, when you go on YouTube and you look at the screen, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12, 18, 20 something squares with completely different imagery. That's why it's very important that you tailor your algorithms. Okay? As sure as you giving your information away, some of y'all don't care about that, some of you do. But your algorithms can be used as a tool. They're getting my information. They're getting my information. Okay, government, watch me be great. Watch me become immortal. You know what I'm saying? That's how I look at it. There's some things that I'm just not privy enough to completely hide myself from. But it is what it is. My thing right now, let's see, I got Naruto going into Super Saiyan mode, Barian mode. I don't watch anime, so I don't know how these things are pronounced. I got boss mode, like a boss compilations. I got lo-fi hip hop. I got RDC World. Shout out to RDC World. I got King V. Shout out to King V. I got J. Cole. I got workout videos. This is what my algorithms look like. You understand? Because I surround myself with, a bunch of things that I like. But some of y'all have a whole bunch of BS and a whole bunch of drama. And even the drama, think about the drama that you like or don't like. I don't like that type of drama. So there's drama that you do like. You see what you're putting into your mind all the time. The main reason there's this disconnect is because we don't know who we are. By that I do, especially do mean as black people, gotta be real. But black people, white people, men, women, Asian people, polka dot people, vitiligo people, albino people, whatever. It's like we don't know who we are. We think history started with a date. You understand? We look at the Chinese, the Asian societies. We look at them and like, oh, they're in the year 4, blah blah blah. They're in the year 20 so and so. We're in the year 2000 after Christ. You understand? We're doing the same things. And we look at these communist societies, these fascist societies, these whatever societies, and then we turn a blind eye to what's going on here. It's just a different thing. There's a guy I watched called The Bearable Bull on YouTube. He talks about XRP and cryptocurrency, Hedera Hashgraph and stuff. And he compares the United States. I'm getting hoarse. He compares the United States to a third world country wearing a Gucci belt. Because what I've learned by learning about cryptocurrency, and I've been learning, it's like I learned how money works. And I don't mean like through all the avenues. I see the players. That's the easiest way to get rich. If you want to get rich, you act like the rich. What do? I'm just saying, of course, do it more ethically, of course. But when you see a big old thing like a Grayscale, when you see BlackRock investing in something, they aren't doing that by like gambling like you are. They make those prices happen. So just find what they're doing and do it. Being wealthy minded is not that hard. It's the patience required to practice it. A lot of y'all clearly don't know what it means to invest. Whether it's your money or it's your time. Some of y'all are investing right now the way y'all invest y'all money. That's why y'all ain't moving nowhere in life. You got a Spotify account. You got a Netflix account. You got a Hulu account. You got an HBO account. You got this and that account. But then you had to have your friend CashApp you $100 for some gas. A couple of tanks of gas. When you invest your time with watching stupid stuff on YouTube, watching stupid drama, blog posts, gossip, shade room. The newest dramas, who fought who, who's beefing with who. That's how you're investing your time, and this is what your investment is showing you. A whole lot of nothing, if not a negative balance. Meanwhile, there's people like me, there's people like us out here. When I say us, I can literally see people behind me. There's people like us out here that said, screw what society wants us to do. We'll be in and out of it as much as we want to. We're going to use everything that they throw at us as a weapon. You put the rock in my way, I'm going to load it up into a catapult. You understand? It's like you try to drown me, I'm going to drink the water and stay super hydrated, grow some gills and turn into Aquaman. You understand? That's how I get down. I don't have a give up mentality. So when you get into this crypto world, especially, you understand this key term that's existed for a while called volatility, where in one day you might go up 30%. You might even get lucky and get one of those 100xers, or you go down 90%. You drop down a random 40%. You ain't never seen your money drop like that, and you are still living from a state of lack, the complete opposite of wealth. And you're gonna sit there and be like, meanwhile, the people that know what they're invested in is like, I'm just gonna buy more. It's cheaper now. The price is always going to go back. Well, not always. I don't want to say that, but the price is going to go back up. I see the business deals. I see who they in cahoots with. I see who they working with. I'm going to just sit back and keep on accumulating. See, some of y'all don't know the term accumulating when it comes to crypto, when it comes to stocks. You know, I was investing in stocks, but something didn't feel right about it. But crypto seems like my lane. You know, I pay attention to the lessons that I learned from people. Nipsey Hussle got me into crypto. You know, and it's like, when you look at this type of stuff, sometimes you got, like, one of the key rule of thumbs when it comes to investing is never invest more than you're willing to lose. Invest only what you're willing to lose. Very wise words. Sometimes you gotta make a play. All right. You know, like for the gamers out there, for the Hail Mary plays, for when it looks like things are getting grim and it is what it is, you down to your last dollar anyway. Hey, sometimes you gotta make a move. You know, so I'm kind of with both of these sentiments. You know, there was a certain point I did invest way more than I was willing to lose, but I now know what it feels like to go without. That's how seriously I want this. This is how seriously I pursue my passions, my dreams. These are the things that I'm doing to build my life that I want to live. This all comes from the affirmation, I am the man that I want to be. The man that I want to be always makes the right call. Not like saying, like, I know, like, if I make the right call, that's going to be the one that blows up and this and that. But what I'm saying is, I make the right call that gave me in a very important lesson that cannot be paid for with money. My voice is about to give out, so I hope y'all enjoyed this. I hope y'all clicked through and y'all got something out of this. For those of you that watched the whole hour, I appreciate you. Sock Monkey appreciates you. But I'm going to wake up in the morning with a sore throat. So, shout out to y'all. Drink y'all water. Eat healthy. Get back on y'all's diet. Pay a lot more attention to your body. Pay a lot more attention to your mind. Keep on moving forward. Keep on growing. Keep on being creative. I'm out. Peace.